Hello everyone, my name is Smithy and welcome back to another guide. So today we're going to be going through the boss, the Deranged Archaeologist, which is the kind of scientist-based boss that is living in Fossil Island. I know there's like Deranged Archaeologist, Deranged or Chaos Fanatic. They've all got very similar names. They all have very similar player or NPC models as well. But today we're going to be doing the one that is over in Fossil Island. One of the main reasons to do it is he drops rune limbs in a safe place. It's not out in the wilderness. So it's a really nice one for lower level Ironmen that are trying to get themselves some rune limbs to make a rune crossbow. It also drops some alchables, I guess. Nothing really to write home about, but it does drop some decent resources across the board, whether that be in herbs, seeds, etc., etc. But those rune limbs, they're very, very nice. So before we get started, if you look at my current gear setup, do not worry about some of the higher level items that I have here. You don't need them. I would say a warp scepter, Iban staff is completely fine here. Obviously using the usual elemental spells as well is fine. He's not got any elemental buffs, so like barrows with air based spells hit harder. But yeah, I'd say a charged staff is best because it doesn't really matter what your spellbook is then, because you could bring thralls, for example, if you really wanted to. I wouldn't bother, but I've just got home teleport in my rune pouch. But then I've got the Blue Moon helm. Kind of struggled on helms. There's not really many good mage ones, really, is there? Arim's hood. Anything that's prayer boosting, so maybe one of the god hats, whatever I can't remember what they're called, but you know what I mean. Then I've just got a Mage Arena 2 cape with the Dead Man mode ornament kit, and a cult. I mean, you could literally use an Amulet of Power. This guy's not that difficult. Then I've got a Rada's Blessing, any sort of blessing prayer boosting ammo slot, and then monk robes. Again, we're looking for prayer here. You could again use a god set, like a Zami top or bottoms. And then I've got a Book of Darkness for that, again, for that prayer bonus. I've got a Tormented Bracelet. You could just use Barrow's gloves or whatever your best in slot gloves are, or anything prayer based. And then you've got Eternal Boots. You could just use Wizzy Boots or whatever the ones you get from Mage Arena. I can't remember the names of them. Mage Training Arena, sorry. Whatever they're called. Eternal Boots? No. Infinity Boots, that's the one. And then I've got a Seer's Ring. You could just use a Explorer's Ring. That gives decent prayer bonus if you are lower level, which is the one that you get from the Lumbridge and Draenor Diary. Inventory, one thing we are going to need is an axe, because we're going to need to chop some vines, some food, because we are going to make mistakes. Let's face it, we're all human. And then we're going to need prayer pots as well, because we're going to need prayer, obviously. So to get here, there's a few ways you can get here. So I've used the Mush Tree teleport system. If you don't have that, teleport to the dig site and then take the boat over to Fossil Island, the museum camp, and then run your way down through the swamp, chopping your way through the vines. That's what we've got our axe for. Just be careful of the swamp monsters that can attack you with mage. Just pray mage against them and you'll be fine. They do throw a load of mud on your screen, which is really annoying, but it's not really doing anything, so don't worry about it. But that's really the main way to get down here. And then I would say tag the mush tree here, so you've got the teleport on after your first trip here. But anyways, that's enough for me yapping. Let's get on with some kills. All right, so we are going to run down. We're going to chop the thick vine here, and then we're going to run down Never Eat Shredded south. There we go. There's that tar monster. We're going to run down here and we're going to see a decaying trunk. Now, before we go in, I do have some tiles that I have marked out. So this tile here is where, and these are available over on my Discord server. You can go and copy those and import them into your runite. You've got this spawn tile here, which is obviously where he spawns. And then we're going to be running between these tiles because there is an AoE attack, which will hit the floor and explode. 3 books. Every time he says read this or something like that, I'll show it when we do a kill example. And one of them does then explode further, or 2 of them do explode further and bounce again, and yeah, it's really annoying. But anyway, I'm going to show you a kill from going in from, setting up, and then we'll do a kill after we've killed it, to show you, the spawn and everything like that. So we're going to go in, pray defense from missiles or range, turn on our mage attacking spells. We're going to stand on this tile and we're going to attack him. Just like that. All right. You can put yourself on long range as well. There's the learn to read. If we run away from that, see, he starts bouncing and does more damage. I like to keep myself away from him so I can. It gives me a bit more time when he does say learn to read. Gives you a bit more time just to react, which is why I've got it on long range. I just haven't changed it. But a pretty quick kill. Like I said, we're not in any crazy. There's the learn to read. I didn't move quick enough that time because my game lagged a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot easier once he's, died and we're going to set it up. But, yeah, he's going to spawn here. We're going to start on this tile. I'll see you when he's back. All right, we're getting close to him respawning. So let's turn on our prayers again. And there we go. He's spawned. So we start attacking. And when he says learn to read, we're going to run down here. There we go. And these tiles kind of space you out enough that you aren't going to get hit by the kind of off-shot books that after it's exploded once, when it explodes again. You can kind of read it. So when he's like throwing it like that, I know because of the spray, I want to be running to the right tile rather than to the left one. It's mainly, each time is different. Oh, a rune kite shield, look at that, an alchable. Each time is kind of different. Each throw is different because he could throw it and the books bounce this way, so I need to run right. He could throw it and the books go this way, which means I need to run left to get out the way of it. But you'll start to get the rhythm of it with these tiles. You've got good reference points that you can run between. I'm going to climb out here because I don't need to do any more kills. But yeah, I hope you guys found this video useful. If you've got any questions, by all means, drop it in the comment section down below. I will reply to as many as I can. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope this video helped you out. If it did, and you are new around here, feel free to subscribe. If there's any other bosses you'd like me to make guides on, again, drop them in the comments. And drop an old like for the keeping the algorithm happy. You always got to keep that algorithm happy. Anyway, stay safe and goodbye.